Exactly a minute past 12 o'clock. Thank you for joining us at this time. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. The top stories. President Bola Tinubu says that security and economic challenges bedeviling the country will end soon. Federation Account Allocation Committee shares 1.152 trillion naira to the three tiers of government. Ahead of this year's farming season, federal government initiates moves to ban political farmers. Details coming up shortly. Right, welcome back. I am Osereme Christen Omofoma. Now let's begin with the comments made by the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He has said the security and economic challenges bedeviling the country will end soon. Tinubu disclosed this to the National Assembly members who were at the State House for iftar to break Ramadan fast yesterday. The president, who acknowledged brewing concerns associated with the challenges, however, expressed optimism that these challenges will not defeat Nigeria. He further praised the armed forces for their sacrifice and vowed to uphold Nigeria's sovereignty. And now we move on to other matters, but still related to security. The Minister of Defense, Muhammad Badaru Abubakar, has assured that the abducted students of Kuriga in Chukun local government area of Kaduna State will soon be rescued. The minister, who gave the assurance during his visit to Kaduna yesterday, also addressed troops of 1 Division Nigerian Army who are in the front line of fighting bandits in the northwest. He also said the killers of military officers and soldiers in Okwama community of Delta State will be fished out to face the wrath of the law. His visit was essentially to encourage them not to give up the battle, saying very soon we will be singing victory songs. The defense minister, whose visit was essentially to encourage the troops, however, quoted President Bola Ahmed Tinubu as charging them to do more to end all forms of insecurity in the country. Now, the Chief of Defense Staff, General Christopher Musa, has said the Armed Forces of Nigeria is committed to providing every necessary assistance for the security of school children and other learning institutions against attacks from terrorists, kidnappers within the ambit of Nigeria's constitution. General Musa said the Armed Forces of Nigeria would be launching a Standard Operating Procedure (SOP) summit to support its operational activities in order to checkmate further attacks on schools. Speaking during a summit on safe schools in Abuja yesterday, General Musa said the volatile nature of the current security environment requires better synergy among the military and other security agencies. He further stressed the need for all and sundry to continue to strive to maintain a society where every child has the opportunity to learn, grow and maximize their potentials, as well as fulfill their dreams. And now to other matters. The 36 states of the Federation and the Federal Capital Territory reportedly owe a federal government an outstanding liability of 1.72 trillion naira in budget support facilities. Those figures, according to media report, were revealed in a presentation on state budget support facility by Office of the Accountant General of the Federation at the 140th meeting of the National Economic Council, presided over by Vice President Cheiftain at the Aso Rock Villa, Abuja, yesterday. In a statement signed by the Senior Special Assistant to the Vice President on Media and Communications, Stanley Wokwacha, entitled NEC endorses a take-off of $617 million IDICE program across states, revealed that in 2021, the Muhammadu Buhari administration approved a fresh 655 billion naira bridge financing facility for the 36 states. At a previous NEC meeting held in November last year, the federal government had emphasized that it ceased providing budget support loans in July 2023, partly due to an increase in the Federation's revenues. You're watching news analysis live on Politics and Business TV. Still to come, it's been allegations and counter-allegations between the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Labour Party since Wednesday this week. It leaves us with a question as to what the real issues are. Labour Party Cheiftain, Engineer Dr. Osereme Christen Omofoma is on standby to fill us in on the state of things within the Labour Party. There's and more after the break. Do join us again. Right, welcome back. You're watching News Analysis live on Politics and Business TV. In the meantime, the Federation Account Allocation Committee shared 1.152 trillion naira to the three tiers of government for February 2024 from a gross total of 2,326.14 trillion naira. This was revealed in a statement signed by its Director, Press and Public Relations, Mohammed Manga, after its February 2024 meeting chaired by the Minister of Finance and Coordinating Minister of the Economy, Wale Edun. A breakdown of the money shared showed that the federal government received 352.40 billion naira. The states received 366.95 billion naira. The local government areas got 267.15 billion naira, while the oil-producing states received 166.24 billion naira as derivation. And now the statement added that the 66.45 billion naira was given for the cost of collection, 856.93 billion naira was allocated for transfer, intervention and refunds, and 250 billion naira was saved. According to media reports, FAC is responsible for reviewing and adopting the allocation of funds to states and the federal government, which is expected to fuel development and assist government at different levels in fulfilling their responsibilities. The federal government has started moves to ban portfolios and political farmers parading themselves as farmers ahead of this year's farming season. The Minister of State for Agriculture, Senetorial Sabi Abdullahi, announced this yesterday in Abuja at a roundtable discussion on the food price, the forex and the farmer. Abdullahi had at the event, which was organized by the Progressive Forum, said the government will soon embark on a program that seeks to identify real farmers to ensure that government interventions in the sector get to genuine farmers. The minister announced that the government was developing a strategy to direct attention to institutions with land to embark on massive production to fight food insecurity and the high cost of foodstuffs in the country. Now, fresh crisis rocked the Labour Party on Wednesday as the Nigeria Labour Congress NLC stormed the secretariat of the party to protest the party's national convention planned for the end of this month. The union, which has also demanded the sack of the national chairman of the party, Julius Abure, alleged that he was planning to hold a secret convention without the input of major stakeholders. As at the time of filing this report, the protesting workers were refused entry into the party secretariat by the Nigeria Police Force. Meanwhile, the national chairman of Labour Party, Comrade Julius Abure, has accused the Joe Ajaero-led Nigeria Labour Congress NLC and those they led to besiege the party's national secretariat of stealing funds meant for payment of staff salaries, among other valuables, during Wednesday's attack. Abure, who spoke for the first time since the picketing of the party's secretariat, described the action of the Labour Party leaders or the Labour leaders as a shame and act of rascality. In a statement signed on his behalf by the party's National Publicity Secretary, Obiora Ifo, in Abuja yesterday, Abure said, and I quote, "What we saw was a show of shame, a show of rascality, an abuse of office, and an abuse of the law of the land." Now, the question we're asking this morning is, what exactly are the real issues bedeviling the Labour Party, and knowing also that the NLC, is also connected to the recent crisis? Let's ask, the Labour Party Cheiftain, our Labour Party Cheiftain, Engineer Dr. Osereme Christen Omofoma. He joins us live in the studios this afternoon to discuss this. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Sophie. How are you doing?
Very well, thank you. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
Right. We understand a lot, is going on at the moment with regards to your party, the Labour Party. Now, the Labour Party actually started, on a very strong, footing or note, one would say. But taking a look at the progression of events in recent times, it looks like it has lost its focus, in trying to challenge the status quo in terms of, changing the narratives when it comes to Nigerian politics.
The thing is, you started by talking about the NLC picketing Labour Party office. Yes, that happened on Wednesday, and a lot of people frowned at it. A lot of us frowned at it. But the center issue here is the National Convention and the leadership of the party. I'm sure you're very aware of all the problems that have bedeviled the party in the last couple of months, in fact for the past 1 year precisely, where people are challenging how the party is being run, what happened with funds and all that. It's the same thing. It's the same problem that's been going on, and the NLC, what they're saying is, when there's an accusation of this magnitude with any organization in any party, it is important, it is pertinent that people involved should, if not say step aside, should actually constitute a proper, if it's a committee or now they're talking about accounting, forensic audit or something substantial,
right,
should be seen to be done by the public. This is a party that became popular just because we say we want integrity, we want transparency, we want a better Nigeria. The party stood for anti-corruption. Most of us who have never been involved in Nigerian politics, came in from all over the world. So I myself came in too, in 2022 to say, okay, fine, let us help. Let us see how we can create a better Nigeria, for the younger ones that are coming. And all of a sudden, what we are fighting against has been the center stage within our own party. And people are saying, no, this cannot continue. What's the fighting all about? Why are we here? What is the change we are trying to create? The other parties, they don't even have as much problem as we are facing now in terms of financial impropriety and all that, and
okay. I guess we'll take a break.
Okay.